Hello there, Dee. This is Jane here. I'm here to give you a reading. It is the 30th of March 2021. I'm sorry to hear that you haven't had a good time and that you have been let down. Not a nice feeling at all, I'm sure. Let's just jump in and see what Spirit have for you. Know that I have cleared this space and made this yours for this time. It's surprising. I have spent a lot more time with every reading, clearing the energy, clearing the space, thinking about that particular person, setting up the crystals in a certain way. Spirit have been telling me to, pay attention to the space that I provide for the person that I am reading for and declare it. I've had a smudge stick here that I've cleared for you. So perhaps, we're all going through these real deep transitioning times, and a lot of it doesn't feel good, right? When we're moving through our journeys and part of our life on a soul level, that some of this human stuff that's coming and going isn't feeling that great. So, and I feel like, I really feel like I want to say that how things have unfolded for you have not felt good for you on a personal level, but I feel like your soul is shunting you in a different on a different journey. So let's just see what we get here. And it's just the energy that I'm getting, that something wasn't quite right here for you. Something didn't manifest in the way that it was supposed to. Okay, let's get, yeah, okay. So the first card out that you get is the never-ending story, right? So this, and I think there's sort of yes, no on that little love heart that's underneath this, what do you call those? An hourglass, right? And she's feeling pretty down by the look of her, quite forlorn, right? So, like I said before, I feel like the story that unfolded or what you felt you were manifesting on your journey hasn't come, hasn't worked out the way you have wanted it to. And perhaps now you feel like you're in a position where you're unsure of the future because a lot of decisions were made around heading off in this direction. But I feel like Spirit is saying everything is kind of going to plan. There was something around you, I feel like an energy around you that wasn't quite truthful. I think that's all I'm going to sort of say or explain there. But and I feel like your higher self, your soul, your energy was like, I don't think that actually resonates with me. So it's not so much that you got, that you were done dirty or something like that. It's more, or if that's how you feel, it's more that your energy shunned that situation. That's really an interesting way to put it. So I feel like too, I want to say, you might think, well, that was a waste of time. But in actual fact, it's not, because I feel like whatever this was, maybe whatever you were going towards, made you move, made something alter in your life, made a change for you. And that change is what is important. It's not, it's more like some change in the family, some change in your home life came about perhaps because of this job, right? And that was important. So you're in the right place. That's what I'm feeling. The second card you got was Blessed, which actually just shows me once again that you are, this card comes up when we feel a little bit dismayed by our present circumstances, and Spirit come in and go, no, you are blessed. Whatever's happened around you is a blessing in disguise almost. And that, the fact that she sits on this shell, or I guess, is that her tail? I'm never sure about what this card. Sometimes I think she's more like a shrimp and she's curled up, right, with her tail. I think that's her wings. Anyway, that this was a real blessing in disguise. I feel like too, maybe if you had gone down the track that was chosen for you, that or that you chose for yourself, that it was going to be really draining for you, or that, I mean, you did mention that you felt tired, but there's something else here. There's something else that's coming your way, right? But you have to let go of the old image. You have to let go of the old understanding. This is really putting your faith in spirit at this time, and keeping this Imagine card with, if you can see, this person has got a string on the moon. Wishes being fulfilled, that you have to keep your mind positive and strong. There's something in here for you to learn about the strength of your own character, the strength of your own inner being as you move forward in your life. Okay, right. So let's see if we can pull that up in a bit more detail for you. This is for D on the 30th of March 2021. I feel like almost too. I mean, I don't know if the fact that you... I get there's a rest coming. Maybe you're not working at this time. Maybe, like you say, what's next? Are you in between jobs? You're spending a little bit of time at home. If you are, I feel like this real need to go inward, to work on yourself a little bit, get yourself out in nature, trees, rivers, if you're not near the ocean, and connect, because Spirit are asking you to let go of past hurts, past doubts. Maybe this has pulled up for you feelings of not feeling good enough, that you made a wrong decision, a feeling of inadequacy, or a feeling of not providing. Maybe you felt like you had to provide at a very early age in life. You were part of the family that provided, part of, and making this security and stability. So this is a feeling of not being able to do that, and you need to let go of this. I feel like there are childhood hurts here, trauma, just stepping up into this role of providing. So maybe you had to parent at an early age. Maybe you felt like even as a young child you were there were responsibilities around you, and even though you did those well, and you stepped up and you moved forward and you did those in your life, Spirit is saying it's time to let that stuff go, right? There's a different journey here that you are being asked to take, and I feel like it is on quite a deep level spiritually. And then what is going to happen is that you are going to meet, your vibration's going to shift and change, and I feel like you are going to meet somebody, and you're going to work. There's something different here coming in for you. I feel like it's not too far away from where you live, so you're going to you're going to work close to where you are, and it's not something that perhaps you thought you were going to do. Okay. And Spirit are trying to direct you in that space, that arena, that area. I really feel like what was where you thought you were going, the energy wasn't right there somehow. There was something there that it would not have done you well. It would not have done your soul well. Okay. Queen of Swords. You'll see the truth in that. It will come out. Then there will be choices coming in. You are not condensed, stuck. There is movement around you. It's just that at this point of time you are... Oh, sorry, I flicked my microphone out there. I got caught in all my hair. What was I saying? I feel like you need to, heal. right? And then in comes, underneath Imagine, in comes something that you're going to be very passionate about. I want to get a few more cards here. That's too many. Okay, Spirit, what have we got for D? Please show and guide me clearly. Please show and guide me clearly. Yeah. The Hermit card. So I will talk about this a little bit more. The Hermit card is about going within, being on your own, having that downtime. Going within is what I said before. It's about there's something here that there's an energy here that you need to shift. And you don't have to pinpoint. It doesn't matter. Be willing to go within in whatever way. Like, you know, I would say meditating for you, but it could be walking for you. It could be, like I said, being in nature, whatever brings that calmness to you, right? It could be music. Music might do that to you. It might take you away, right, from your reality that you know. Wow, look at that. That's incredible. Okay. You've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups over here. You've got Pentacles. Okay. That's quite cool. Can you see that? Maybe if I just shift this a little bit more. Okay. So right down the middle, the never-ending story, feeling like, you know, that what you thought was an opportunity moving forward was not meant to be for you. That's what I get. Queen of Swords, you're going to see that. Whether you're going to see that because of the newness that's coming in, or you're going to see, you're going to look at something very different. And I feel like Spirit have cut this out for you. Queen of Swords, she's very direct, you know, she is very intuitive, and she has a knowing, but she's very direct. I feel like Spirit came in. I'm surprised the Tower's not here, that they came in and shunted you out of this. And I feel like what they're saying is that you'll see in time why that didn't work for you. Possibly because of the new track that you're taking, but for now you are a little bit in hermit mode. You are going within. They're asking you to go within, to shift and change some energies around you from the past, to move forward in a lighter way for you. Okay, you have I think these three really go together. You have your counterpart, you have your beautiful wife, your family. Perhaps you need to let them provide for you. Wow, I just get this, when I said that, I get this real lump in my throat. I feel like you've always provided, right? You have a need within you, very deep, that you are here to help others. And it's very hard for us to step back and have help and love and support. I'm very much the same. I've spent, you know, lived on my own for 11 years now, and supported myself. I don't know how I would feel having a counterpart come in and want to provide. I find it hard, someone buying me a cup of coffee. Because I feel like you, how do I, it's like, I feel like there's something here that's quite big coming for you in the future, but you really need to let go of who you are, the identity of who you are, the skin that you're in. It's really interesting. And be very free. Like, let go of the meaning. Don't have attachment. Don't have attachment to this. You know, you might feel like you were let down, but really the universe is moving you in a different way. Do you really trust Spirit? Do you trust the process of the universe? Do you trust yourself? And then letting go of the attachment to that stuff and know, well, hey, that wasn't meant to be. There's something bigger here. It heals you. It heals your heart, and it moves you forward onto this new pathway, which I think at the moment you have no idea. It's a blank canvas, right? But there's something coming in, an opportunity. And I feel like this is really going to fulfill you. The Ace of Cups is it's an emotional fulfillment card. You have something new coming in here, and it is going to take you to another level of understanding. You come to the King of Cups, and you come back into balance within your family, right? You're a balanced counterpart. So you come back into balance of this, but you are redesigned, is what I want to say here. It's an interesting word, but you're reconfiguring yourself. You're letting go of the old stuff. And this shows me that you have your power, but you might be stepping out like the page. You are the king, but you step forward into something that's quite new. So also I get that this is something that is, there's something around you. Look outside the square of what you used to do, what you normally used to do. Take a walk around town, take a drive around town, go and meet some people. And I feel like you're going to do something that's not what you thought you were going to do. But there's someone here that you're meant to meet, is what I'm getting. I get this really old Maori man in behind, like ancestor behind you. I thought it was in the physical, but I actually think that he's in spirit. And I feel like he's moving you to something different, that you weren't meant to be there. And you're moving into something that has a lot more meaning, but you're going to feel maybe a little bit out of water with this because it's not what you know, but it's right. And maybe in there you meet new people that give you a different outlook. And like this ancestor is saying, you have everything that you need to journey. So she is not attached to anything. She's seemingly floating in the sky, in the ether. So you are floating. You have been set free. You're not attached to anything at this point in time, and that can actually be really unnerving when we don't have a plan, when we don't have an idea, where we don't formulate something, we don't know what our income is next week, we have no set idea. We can feel very lost with that, but they want you to have this sense of freedom instead of being blown along. I get this like a seed being blown in the wind, for you are to be planted in a different place, okay? And in comes, you will see, if you let go and go, well, that's interesting. I'm going to journey. Like this man, he needs to take a bit of a journey, right? He's got some ideas, so get out. I feel like you're going to meet someone by chance that's going to give you a different direction. So there's two ships here on the ocean. If you can see them, there's one right here, and then there's one on the other side. That you thought that things were going to be like this, but what they're showing me with the Three of Wands is that there is a third option. There's something here that is not yet to seen. And underneath this, the Hierophant then comes in. So he is something that is really going to stick for you. Hierophant is normally about rules, regulations, commitment, right? A deeper commitment, and I feel like this is going to move into a deeper commitment for self. It's long lasting. There's something very substantial here for you. But page, once again, you've got another page. You feel like you're starting off new and fresh, but this is going to lead to the beginning of a real abundance, a real security. You've got, something long lasting, and you've got the financial stability here, the abundance, but it's a new pathway. The page sets off. She is new. You might have to learn something new. You might be worried about that, but this is something that I feel like just this was not the right energy, and that this is very solid, right? So you might not be able to pinpoint this exactly, but what Spirit is saying to you, what this ancestor is saying to you, is believe that you meditate on this, that you have the security and the stability coming in. That's all you need to know. And that within that too, you also meet some new people that kind of take you on a different spiritual path, because this is also about you aligning yourself with something deeper. Okay. So they've asked me to do these, which are psychic tarot cards, and quite often I use these cards when we need to almost get ourselves out of the way, like what are you learning, or what do you need to learn, what do you need to do, what energy do you need to shift in order to move forward with clarity. Okay. So Spirit, what have you got for Dee on the 30th of March 2021? Dear Spirit, what have you got? I feel like there's something about community here, either being involved in the community, the family being more involved in a community, something, someone taking part in some community venture. I feel like you've landed in your roots. You've landed in history. You've landed into what was, and you're bringing it forward into the future. And you're going to be learning about yourself. Have you learnt more history about yourself in here? Interesting. I just get this, don't you give up on yourself. Like look at your whole journey to date, right? Look at what you have been through. Look where you have come. You've always landed on your feet. You have always been given what you have needed to have in your life. Why would you not be given it now? Why would you be shunned? Why would that change for you? You have to trust. You have to trust in you. I want that one. Goes like this. Okay, let's have a look. Deception and envy. So you have to move past this. This is not, so these are going to be for what you need to do, right? How you need to move your energy. You need to move away from this. This is not part of you. This is not, things are simply not for you. Trust, have faith in spirit. Throat chakra blue, being clear and confident. I also get singing for you. I don't know whether you sing. Maybe you sing in Maori. You need to do that. Maybe there is someone, an ancestor, singing around you in Maori. But you really need to voice something. Maybe music takes you away. Because I get sound with this, right? Talk to the trees, talk to the water, talk to the river, talk to a rock in the back of the garden. Voicing something brings the energy in. Like we have a lot of thoughts in our mind. When I channel spirits, very different energy than just having them in my head. I don't know if that has meaning for you. Yeah, brings in the new beginnings, right? You're really being asked to clear away the old. Don't sit in this energy of deception and energy. Maybe your throat chakra, your voice clears this way. So zero, this is the zero. You are starting something fresh and new. It's what I saw before. There's a new beginning. You weren't on the path of what you were. You weren't meant to go in that direction, but what happened was the choice to go in that direction got you to move to that space. And then they were like, right, we're taking this out because you're supposed to go over there. I don't know if that, do you understand that? What do I want for you next here? I'm getting these ones. This is very deep. But to go deep, you have to be clear. To let go. Let go of control. And be ready. So Spirit is showing me this. She's ready, right? She is ready to walk, go on her journey. But she's not sure where that's going to take her. There's no defined map. She's just on the world, right? Know that just by simply being on the planet, being here in this, you're on your journey, doing your thing. Interesting. I feel like too, slow down, Spirit. I feel like your family responsibilities are less because you're going out into this community. It's like an expandment, like perhaps I want to go back to this feeling of, you providing for your family and Spirit of going, have a look here, that your family is starting to stand on their feet. It's not that you're not ever there to love and support and encourage, but you're there to do it as a whole. You're here to do it with your partner, not be all of that. And also, when we allow our children, it's like they're showing me, can you imagine if you were teaching your child to ride a bike and you always held on to the back of the bike? At some point, you got to let that go, and then they learn to do it for themselves. So let go of old responsibilities because they're changing. You need to change with this. It's so fascinating. It's kind of like too, I remember asking the kids' dad, I said, do you stay at home just in case the kids, when all the kids left home, eventually I hung around. And I asked him, did he do the same? He goes, yeah, I just hang out at home in case they visit. And they never do because they're out doing their thing. It's a weird thing. So funny. And I think when you resonate on a spiritual level, it's even deeper for you to have this sense of responsibility. Okay, they're showing me another pack of cards too. Okay, so what have we got? Spirit, please show and guide me clearly. Please show and guide me clearly. I think you're stepping up more into something here. Maybe you're, I want to come back to this throat chakra, this voice. Excuse me, I'm just going to grab these because they're telling me to grab these as well. These are, these were, I don't know what these are called. Wisdom of the hidden realms, things that perhaps are hidden from you. These are soul journey cards, so what we come in, what energy we come in to resonate on. So your soul is coming into some deeper lessons for you. Like I said, I feel like there's this shift and change energetically for you. And that you're learning something. You're going to feel like you are a novice again with these pages. Yeah, I feel like your work triggers you into this deeper space. Like, I guess things trigger us that are our Achilles heel. So relationships, for example, get me because I come in on the energy of love. I'm here to learn unconditional love for people. And that's what really moves my heart, is relationships with people, and just not just romantic relationships, but relationships on any level. And I'm here to learn, I guess, that unconditional love for humanity. But that's where things catch me. I think what catches you is this need to provide, be a provider, be of service, help. Wow, look at the blue in here. Okay, they're saying 3, so we'll go 3. Okay, so I'm just going to put these backwards as they came out, which was like that. Look at the blue in here. There's something about your voice. the Imagine is blue, the throat chakra, even the Ace of Cups, blue, water, the King and Queen, the Page, very, very blue. Blue's very important, water, communication. I often meditate in an energy of blue. I have a guide around me that gives me seeds of blue that are very important to me. Very, very strong and powerful energy. The High Lord of gratitude and service, selflessness, humility, conscious action. So there is definitely something that you're calling in here. I feel like your higher self, your soul has called this in. The Chess Queen, trust, strategizing. So she's on a chessboard. You have been taken out of a game and you are being placed somewhere else that's very trust in this strategy almost. They're saying trust in where your soul's putting you. The blue. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Absolutely. Spirit here want you to feel like you are free. I think I said this before, that there's a sense of freedom here, not a sense of being caught, but a sense of a door opening up and you walking out of something, and there is this freedom. Patience. Don't we all love patience? I accept that everything happens in divine order. So what is going on around you, you really need to learn to trust in your journey. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So this is this deception and envy, right? Step out of that and just know that whatever happened for a reason. And you don't actually even have to put your energy into feeling like somebody did you wrong, because they will be acting out of their space, their energy, whether they acted out of fear, right? Acted out of control, acted out of guilt, whatever it was, right? They have their own meanings. It doesn't matter, because it just wasn't for you. Let it go. That's what I'm getting. Don't spend time sitting in that energy, because Spirit has something far greater. Far, far greater. It's just, they didn't want you to see it. I feel like, is this your one or is it this one? Mimi. Is it both of them? It's this one. Message from Spirit. We often see ourselves in a certain way, but the universe sees you in a totally different reality. They see you as a soul taking on a magnificent journey of self-discovery and manifestation. You can be whomever you want to be. Turn your dreams and desires into reality. So I feel like, it's a strong message here from Spirit to say you are on your soul path and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. And if you have divine trust in that, this whole process is going to go a lot quicker for you. Spend some time, especially in this beautiful hermit mode, right, of being reflective, of going within, of seeing the light and asking Spirit, please guide me, please show me what is the next part of my journey for my higher self. And then move about. That's what I get moving about, doing something new, having a conversation with something new, using your throat, using your voice, is going to pull you into the next part of your journey. So this is what I've got for you. You let me know how this resonates, and maybe we can chat a bit about it later. Okay, goodbye.